Okay, here at Energy Storage Europe in Düsseldorf, I'm joined by Andreas Piepenbrink, the CEO of E3DC, a German storage provider. Now, thanks for your time. I really want to ask about not only the German market here, but also about the internationalization of storage markets. What do you make of the opportunity beyond Germany's borders?
I mean, the major markets are, besides US market, which is only backup market, for residential, top number one is Australia, close to 10,000 units this year, I guess. Then followed by Italy and UK, maybe close to 3,000 to 4,000 this year. And therefore these three are our target for next year.
And of course, in each market there's a different business case or use case for a storage system. What about in terms of the driver? What is behind a household looking to get storage when perhaps the payback for the storage system on an economic level might be a little bit tricky?
Yeah, it's tricky, but you know it's directly proportional to the grid cost and grid fees. So of course the savings motivate you to buy, but I think it's also real estate driven, so it's like new windows or new roof. So I think apart from the savings, you invest in your home, and I think this is understandable. And time is working for us because storage is still going to get cheaper. And the motivation is, I think it's like saving taxes. So the world is, at the end of the day, still full of money, and people will invest into decentral production and in so-called autonomy or independence. And I'm a believer of heat pumps and electric cars, so one could think that the world is going to be electric.
And of course, with every household decision, there are different factors that appeal to the householder, whether it's safety, whether it's functionality, or even design, which even goes down to a storage system that you're going to have in your home. What do you think are the key factors for enticing the homeowner to make the investment in storage?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a German engineer. I'm not. I think we cannot generalize it, but in Germany, it's also technology. So people like to have a way of... people understand storage. So technically, they like to have less losses and more own production at home. So the drivers are, at the end of the day, that you can make something... You are a producer or prosumer, and maybe also home automation or all the functionalities to automatize your home might also affect those systems.
So the geek in the household, the geeky dad setting up the system.
Yeah, for Germany and Austria and Switzerland this is certainly the case, but I don't know the Australian mentality. I think there is more need than the geek, yeah.
Or sticking up the two fingers to the utility a little bit. Now, in terms of E3DC, the company, the name comes from three-phase E3 and then DC because it's a DC coupled system. Of course, there is also demand for AC coupled systems. What are you doing in that area?
Yeah, the AC coupled systems we also introduce now. We call it Quattroporte, which is an Italian car of Maserati, but our system is a simple box with 4 drawers, and it's a very flexible system, and I think there is no doubt that AC coupled systems have a demand, and there is a need, for instance, retrofit or small commercial or flexible storage or pure grid-oriented storage, and therefore it's a logical consequence that we also do this and offer this.
And at Energy Storage Europe, Andreas Piepenbrink from E3DC, thank you very much for your time.